Bandidos, what up? Today we're celebrating the upcoming Battle of Brooklyn DLC for the Division 2. And what better way to hype it up than checking out these AI created 3D toys of who we suspect are the key players in this epic Brooklyn showdown. We got a full roster from SHD legends to rogue masterminds, all decked out with their gear. This DLC's been teased forever, but from what we can tell, it's just around the corner with more intel coming in on April 23rd. Okay, with all that aside, let's check out what the story has coming to us, diving in with these collectibles. Are you ready to meet the Brooklyn Brawlers? Let's do this.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
Piece of shit wristwatch.
All right, so Battle for Brooklyn is dropping soon, taking us back to New York's gritty streets after Warlords of New York. Factions are clashing, rogues are scheming, and Brooklyn's a war zone. We don't have the full DLC scoop yet, but that's coming soon. So I got AI to whip up these collector's edition toys for the characters we think are going to be featured in the DLC. These characters got everything you want out of collectibles. The loadouts, SHD gear, pure Division vibes. So let's check them out and talk lore, Brooklyn style. Let's talk about the rogue we love to hate, Aaron Keener. It all starts with this guy. Keener's rocking his hoodie, and he's got a look in his eyes that says, I'm 3 steps ahead. Lore's got him as the puppet master, maybe pulling strings in Brooklyn. This is the rogue who just won't stay down. In the Division 2, Keener's the ultimate rogue agent, a mastermind who went AWOL in Division 1, cooked up the Eclipse virus, and ran New York's underworld in Warlords of New York. We thought he was dead after we took him down in Lower Manhattan, but plot twist, he's back in the game, somehow cheating death like a true Division villain. Recent lore drops hints he was faking it or had a contingency, maybe tied to his rogue tech. The Division finally captured him after a wild manhunt in DC, but he's still scheming, probably stirring up Brooklyn's chaos from a cell. Or not, so he's got his backpack and a canister of that Eclipse virus as accessories. He has a look that says, I might just betray you mid-mission. This guy's probably gonna escape custody mid-unboxing. Keener's gotta be pulling the strings in the DLC, right? Is he free or playing us all? Drop your theories below. Theo Parnell, the rogue tech genius himself. This dude is a super cyber hacker and his packaging says it all. He's got a laptop, a drone, rocking his iconic glasses, looking like he just hacked your router. In the Division 2, Theo's a brilliant engineer turned rogue, loyal to Aaron Keener. In Warlords of New York, he was a key lieutenant, rigging traps and tech for Keener's takeover of Lower Manhattan. We thought he was dead after we took him out at his stronghold in a classic villain exit, but surprise, he's back. Recent lore hints Theo faked his death, using his tech skills to slip away. Now he's resurfaced, likely cooking up drones or hacks for Brooklyn's chaos. In a recent update, we saved Theo's butt and extracted him to the White House. But what is his role going to be in the next saga? Is Theo going to be a skill build boss in the DLC? Is he going to be helping us or hurting us? Or is he going to be frying out our turrets with his gadgets? Is he still Keener's sidekick, or is he going solo? Drop your theories. All right, let's talk about the SHD legend turned rogue rebel, Agent Alani Kelso. Kelso's got her tactical gear and a glare that could stop a warhound. This is her story before the Division. Alani Kelso was born and raised in Kauai, Hawaii. She joined the Army out of high school and would later become one of the first women to complete U.S. Army Ranger School, where she demonstrated an aptitude for out-of-the-box solutions and foul play. This made her highly attractive for the CIA, and for some years she performed covert ops as a paramilitary agent in the National Clandestine Service. There, she required a mixed rep, as some of her superiors found her methods, well, let's just say questionable. But in the end, she got the job done. She was eventually recruited by the Division, and she even worked as an instructor. In the Division 2, she's our badass field commander in DC, coordinating missions and keeping agents alive. She took charge in Warlords of New York, hunting Keener's rogues in Manhattan with zero chill. But here's the shocker. Recent lore drops says Kelso's gone rogue, teaming up with the man Aaron Keener himself. After years of fighting for the cause, maybe the system's betrayal or Keener's silver tongue flipped her. Now she's suspected to be a key player in Brooklyn's chaos. Is Kelso leading the DLC's fight with Keener or playing a double game? Time for the backbone of the SHD, Manny Ortega. Looks like his box comes with a mission control vibe with a gritty Brooklyn twist. Love the details. Ready to keep the chaos in check. Manny Ortega was in Washington, D.C. when the outbreak hit. During the first days, before the total collapse of society, Manny's uncle, Mateo Ortega, was killed by 2 future members of the Hyenas. After this point, Manny spent his time as a signalist in the JTF, and then slowly rose in rank. His superiors, for one reason or another, left their positions and he took their place. He becomes the division coordinator after the SHD network went down. In the Division 2, he's the operations chief at the White House, our go-to guy for mission intel and keeps agents coordinated. In Warlords of New York, he stayed in DC but was our voice in the earpiece, guiding us through Keener's chaos and working closely with Agent Alani Kelso. Those two were tight, like SHD's dynamic duo, always syncing up to outsmart rogues. With Kelso now gone rogue, Manny's probably gutted but holding it together. For the Battle for Brooklyn DLC, I'm betting he's still running comms, maybe even stepping into the field to rally SHD against Keener's new schemes in Brooklyn. Or maybe he's having secret talks with Keener. This SHD brew mug has world's best coordinator etched on it, and the Brooklyn battle map shows key conflict zones. Fueled by coffee, powered by strategy, Manny's the NPC we need in the DLC, probably juggling missions and caffeine. Will he confront Kelso? Drop your thoughts. Now, the mastermind of menace, Natalya Sokolova. Full corporate evil with this one. Natalya's in a tailored tactical pantsuit and a cold stare that says, I own you. Natalya Sokolova is the CEO and owner of both Sokolova Concern and the founder of Black Tusk. She made her voice only debut during the Barton Schaefer manhunt when she discussed about failure in a radio message as the oldest child of the late affluent industrialist Alexei Sokolov and the older half-sister of a disavowed division agent, Felix Kestrel Sokolov. It is suggested that Natalya founded the Black Tusk PMC using her family's fortune for reasons unknown. In the Division 2, she's the puppet master bankrolling Black Tusk's high-tech war against SHD, always one step ahead. In Warlords of New York, she stayed in the shadows but worked closely with Calvin McManus, her mysterious partner pulling strings behind the scenes, coordinating Tusk's move against Keener and SHD. Since then, Sokolova's been expanding Black Tusk's influence, dodging SHD raids, and likely cooking up new tech to dominate. For the Battle of Brooklyn DLC, I'm betting she's orchestrating Tusk's takeover of Brooklyn, maybe funding Keener's rogues or clashing with them for control. For support items, she's got the Tusk dagger, which has a sleek edge. The puppet of power dangles on strings, she's always pulling them, and the hairless Tusk cat is the ultimate evil sidekick with a creepy stare. Her packaging says, pet it, plot it, rule it. Sokolova's probably the DLC's big schemer, not a frontline fighter. What's her next move? Drop your guess. Time for the walking tank. The Black Tusk heavy operator could survive a nuke. Rugged and mean. This dude's a wall of muscle, decked in heavy armor, wielding a minigun with a faceplate that says, emotions? Never heard of them. These guys are the Division 2's iconic Black Tusk bad boys. Big, strong, and about as smart as a jammed turret. Storytime. Black Tusk recruits these XXL heavies at Buff Dudes Only gyms, where they bench press tanks and chug protein shakes labeled Loyalty Serum. The Tusk holds tryouts in abandoned warehouses, picking guys who can carry a minigun but can't spell strategy. In the Battle for Brooklyn DLC, expect these heavies to be Tusk's frontline enforcers, storming Brooklyn streets with Sokolov's tech, mowing down SHD agents, and guarding key strongholds. They're the muscle, not the brains, so watch for them soaking up bullets while smarter Tusk units flank us. For support items, this Tusk Devastator minigun spins with a tiny whirl, pure chaos in plastic form. Ammo not included, just like their IQ. These heavies are DLC mini-bosses guaranteed to make us rage quit. Got a heavy horror story? Share it with us. Here's Black Tusk's fallen commander, Barton Schaefer, leaned into the drama with his hospital-themed box. Check the EKG lines, baby. Schaefer's in a hospital gown, hooked to IV tubes with a grizzled face that screams, I'm not done yet. In the Division 2, Schaefer is Black Tusk's top field operative, leading their elite units with ruthless precision under Natalya Sokolova's command. He was a key player into Warlords of New York, where SHD agents took him down in a brutal fight at Coney Island. The battle left him in a coma, and Black Tusk's retreat let SHD capture him. Now he's under lock and key, or so we think. For the Battle for Brooklyn DLC, Schaefer's a wild card. If he wakes up, will he rejoin Natalya and Black Tusk? That would spell trouble for SHD. His leadership could supercharge Tusk's Brooklyn takeover, hitting us with warhounds and coordinated strikes. What if he doesn't side with Natalya? Maybe he's fed up with her schemes or cuts a deal with SHD, turning traitor against Tusk. That could give us an edge. But trusting a guy like Schaefer? Super risky. His support items? A tiny IV drip. This Tusk medkit includes a beeping heart monitor and IV bag. Recovery not guaranteed. Loyalty to be determined. Schaefer's probably a DLC plot twist. Will he wake up swinging for Tusk or SHD? Drop your predictions. Time to feel the heat with the cleaner heavy boss. Pyro crazy with this box. This guy's a hulking menace in a hazmat suit, toting a flamethrower and a burn it all vibe that screams cleaners. The Battle for Brooklyn DLC trailer lit up with these fire-loving fanatics, confirming the Cleaners as a featured faction torching Brooklyn streets. Since the Division 1, the Cleaners have been SHD fiery foes, born from New York's sanitization workers who turned vigilante, cleansing the virus with napalm. They clashed with us in Manhattan and resurfaced in Warlords of New York, serving rogue agents like Keener. In the DLC, expect the Cleaners to be a major force, incinerating SHD outposts, fortifying Brooklyn's ruins, and likely working with rogues to dominate the borough. This heavy boss is probably a tanky mini-boss, soaking bullets while roasting our cover. As for support items, this incinerator kit includes twin gas tank, a flamethrower 3000 that says cleanse, and a Molotov cocktail with a flickering LED. This box is a fire hazard, just like their life choices. These Cleaners are DLC nightmares. Flame turret, PTSD, incoming. You excited to face the Cleaners? Let us know below. Now the enigma that keeps us up at night, the mysterious hunter. Full-on horror flick with this box. Those eyes practically whisper secrets. Mask, cloaked, wielding a hatchet, this hunter is a pure nightmare fuel, radiating you're already dead energy. Since the Division 1, hunters have been the ultimate predators, ambushing agents in survival mode and underground, stealing our watches and vanishing without a trace. Their mystery is the juice. No names, no faces, just lethal efficiency. In the Division 2, they stalk us in endgame missions, tied to Calvin McManus, the shadowy figure pulling strings behind the virus, and maybe even SHD itself. Lore hints hunters are McManus's enforcers, designed to control SHD agents and counter rogues like Keener, keeping both in check with brutal precision. But why? Are they loyal to McManus's agenda or something bigger? For the Battle of Brooklyn DLC, what's their play? Are they hunting rogues, SHD, or both in Brooklyn's chaos? Could they flip the script entirely? This Reaper hatchet glows when soaked in red, sharp enough to slice through our theories. This guy just says, collect watches, not answers. Hunters in the DLC could be game changers. Imagine a new mask or motive revealed. What's their Brooklyn agenda? Drop your wildest guesses below. And finally, the ultimate fan service flex, the ideal Division agent. Crank the hotness to 11 on this one, decked out, skin tight with, let's say, exaggerated assets and a convenient handle because reasons. This agent's got a handgun and a strut that screams, I'm the main character. This pocket-sized feral chihuahua yaps like it's ready to take on Black Tusk solo, pure chaos in fur form. Her face says, saves Brooklyn, steals hearts. This is Ubisoft's loot box wet dream, designed to sell crates faster than you can say microtransactions. Do you love it or hate it? Sound off in the comments. All right, that's our AI designed Battle for Brooklyn toy haul, agents. From Kelso's rogue kit to the ideal agents, Chihuahua chaos. These toys are Division vibes on overdrive. Ubisoft's dropping the full Battle for Brooklyn DLC details on April 23rd, and I will be streaming it live on YouTube and Twitch, breaking down every juicy reveal. Plus, we've got the exclusive Division Twitch drops up for grabs during the event, so you can gear up with some sweet loot just for watching. Mark your calendars, and if you feel like hitting that like and subscribe, I'd be down with that. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch to join the party. So let me know which toy's your fave. Drop it in the comments. I'll see you in Brooklyn, Bandidos.
Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Tuxedo Bandido, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the good stuff I have coming for you. And if you like content like this, be sure to check out the video I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you would like me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make things possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be the same without you.
When you buy a game from Ubisoft, enter the creator code Tuxedo Bandido to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Wait, did we just become best friends?